What's going on, Capricorn? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're getting geeked up for your birthday season. But it's still a little early. We'll get there soon there, Cap. But for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just phenomenal, Cap. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy how yourself has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. And let me tell you why, Cap, because it is Celestial News Monthly. Check out these fireworks there, Capricorn. I figured them out for your birthday season. It's literally been like the highlight of this whole week. I seriously, the added touch that I needed for this. But Capricorn, with this monthly spread, whenever the sun moves into a new sign, we're going to talk about where the planets are at and how we can work with the energies. And just so y'all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force reading on the situation, okay? So with all that being said there, Cap, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals. Oh. Feeling lovely. Oh, little thumbs in there, Cap. Just great energy all around here. Universe just confirming that everything is just wonderful. Now, Capricorn, I have Zodiac Oracle cards here with the signs that the sun and the planets are in. I'm going to pull an Oracle card from this deck for each one of them, and then we will get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, Cap, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? Oh, look at you, Capricorn. All right. And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching, Cap, so definitely check them out. Very intuitive energies that they bring, very great insights I feel they bring as well, so definitely check them out. Also, there's a link for an astrologer that I like watching as well there, Cap, as well as some links for some apps that I really like, some astrology apps. So I got that description box just hooked up for you there. But let's talk let's talk about this big old birthday party that you're throwing in your sign. You're really doing it, Cap, because you got the sun that's entering your sign. Mercury's in your sign right now, but they're getting ready to do the Mercury retrograde shuffle, and then you have Mars that's going to enter your sign, and then this is the last season that Pluto's going to be in your sign. He might retrograde one more time back into your sign, but I have to double check on that there, Capricorn. But let's start with the sun, because the sun is going to be entering your sign on the 21st of December, and that'll be at 10:27 p.m. Eastern time, and then we'll be there through the 20th of January. And with this energy, Capricorn, this is really great for setting and achieving your long-term goals. You know, and it helps you you may feel a stronger Mercury retrograde. You may feel a strong drive to excel in your professional endeavors and feel a more heightened sense of security as even a willingness to take on more leadership roles there, Capricorn, because you are in a sign of accomplishment there, Capricorn. You're the achievers of the Zodiac. You're ambitious, structured, principled, and I feel that this is your time to really shine, to kind of really, because, you know, Capricorn energy is one that is a slow burn. And, you know, I was thinking about that long-term goals there, and I feel like the wisdom that you gain along the way there, Capricorn, where, because Capricorn energy is one that it is, you know, things don't come easy. You know, it's one that you really have to work and grind when it comes to things, but it's that determination, that grit that really, I feel like, helps you grow. You know, I was just reading something about your energy that I really liked, that I hadn't considered before, that with the hard work and things, you know that things aren't just handed to you, Capricorn, that you do need to work for that. I do feel like that does make you compassionate for those who, and not that I didn't think you were a compassionate sign there, Capricorn, but I really feel like that showing that compassion towards others, and remembering to show that compassion towards yourself when you're working towards these things. I feel it can really help, be kind to yourself and, honor where you're at and then where you want to grow from there. But too, Capricorn, because you're such a hard-working sign, you want to make sure that you're finding a balance between your work and your personal life, okay? And then we have Mars that's going to be entering your sign. This is going to be a nice one for you there, Capricorn, on the 4th of January. And after Aries and Scorpio, Mars is exalted in your sign. So he operates very well in your energy. And with this, Capricorn, you may find yourself more adept at managing your schedules, prioritizing tasks, and really maximizing productivity. You're just in a very efficient type of energy. And you may even feel, too, a heightened drive to excel in your career. Maybe you're thinking about going for a supervisory role or managerial. Maybe you're going to be CEO there, Capricorn. I'm with it. Starting your own type of business. I've even been on this sort of like marathon kick. So whatever it is that you want to achieve, I don't know if marathoning is going to be your career, but I mean, why not, Cap? And then, but regardless of what you're working on, this can be a very rewarding time for diligently pursuing your goals. So definitely think about that. And then this last energy here with Pluto in Capricorn, when the outer planets, the outer planets do affect us on a personal level, but I feel like that's more when they're forming aspects with your natal placements. Because when you even think in the chart, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto all stay in signs for a long period of time. They do affect us on a global scale, than more so than just like the personal planets. And so when we feel these shifts in energies, we notice that as a soul tribe. And with Pluto and Capricorn, it's going to be in your sign until Aquarius season, that evening. I want to say around like 7:20 p.m. or so Eastern time. But with him getting ready to move into Aquarius, I feel like this is a great time to really kind of reflect on ways that you've, how you've worked with the resources that you've had. Have you been feeling more ambitious during this energy? Have you been achieving the goals that you've set out to while Pluto's been in Capricorn? And if not, what do we want to get started for this next energy? Because when Pluto moves into Aquarius, we're thinking about that future energy. That's one aspect that they bring. But this is paying attention to just how the global, how things have changed globally, the economy, how there's been these changes in like financial structures. It's just been really just kind of an economic reevaluation, and it's just like, how do we take all these things that we learn from here and then get ready to apply these more kind of innovative insights that that come into Aquarius season. So very reflective time with Pluto hanging around that like anaretic degree. I want to say he's still at the 28th degree, but he's getting ready to move to that 29th degree. So yeah, we're getting ready to going to be an interesting shift there, Cap. And then depending on where your Capricorn placements are at, this is going to be forming a conjunction with your sign. And conjunctions are the strongest blends of energy because they're coming within conjunction, depending on what orb you use. Usually it's between like 0 and 3 degrees of like this real kind of tight orb that happens there. And with those blends of, when the energy blends in with your natal placements, it can bring about a little anxiety at first because things are starting to shift in a way, and you're trying to figure out how to incorporate this new energy here there, Capricorn. So it might lead to a little anxiety at first, but once those energies get adjusted, it's just kind of off to the races. I feel like everything is lining up really nice for us. It's like laying down this sort of like runway for us to take off there, Capricorn, really get our dreams going there. But let's talk about your first energy here, another type of conjunction, because you got the Union card here, Capricorn. And I feel that this can be one where you might be thinking about doing some sort of like partnership there, Capricorn. Maybe we're going to, considering collaboration and maybe starting up. And this doesn't have to be just like your main career, like that you're changing jobs or anything. But I feel like the relationships that you are getting ready to form here could potentially lead to some newer insights here, maybe open some doors for you here. I feel like don't be afraid to start networking and things along those lines, because I feel like it'd be very fruitful in the long run. And there has been a lot of divine counterparts floating around in your season. I mean, it's been aggressive. I mean, Aries had gotten like 3 sets of divine counterparts. You know, a few signs have gotten 2 sets, but there's been, I think Libra and maybe one other sign. I think maybe Sagittarius were the only ones that didn't get some sort of divine counterparts coming through. But I feel relationships are going to be a big, and I feel like, it's because we're going from, we still have that Venus, and we're going to talk about that next. Venus is still in Scorpio for a little while, that's forming deeper connections. And then it's like when we get into the energy, things are going to grow in a sense. So this could even be a great time for either Capricorn, if we might be thinking about getting into, if we're single, maybe thinking about, getting back out in the dating scene there, Capricorn. Who knows what that might be looking like. But let me get some tarot on this. Give me kind of like a 3 of Pentacles vibes with this, even like a 2 of Cups vibes here, Capricorn. But yeah, let's see what's going on with this union energy. And this could even be to Capricorn, I feel even you just kind of coming into balance, kind of doing some internal work there, just kind of connecting with you and your spirit guides, and however you connect with source there, and just kind of be like developing this oneness within, just kind of, I dig that, Cap. Let me get your card too. Oh, abundance! Look at you starting off with that Wheel of Fortune there, Capricorn. I am with it. That's a strong start. Alright, Capricorn, let's see what's going on here. Interesting there, Cap. Oh, hold on, we got a jumper. Alright, so you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the 6 of Swords, and then the 3 of Cups here, Capricorn. Where do you want to start? I like this, Capricorn, because let's start with this 3 of Cups here. Because I feel with this 3 of Cups, this is like, it's like this 3 of Cups, and that's interesting, Page of Swords here is like giving me this energy of like a meeting of the minds in a sense, this exchange of ideas. And if these aren't necessarily people that we're working with, maybe just doing some I just feel like maybe some like kind of spitballing some ideas here, maybe with some close friends or just people whose opinion I feel like we value here with this Emperor, someone who can kind of maybe. And this might even be too, maybe we're setting up a meeting with like a teacher possibly here, Capricorn. But I do feel with the energies here that I feel like some sort of meeting here, Capricorn, may open up this door for you to move on to a new experience here with, kind of close a different cycle here. It's like, I feel like it's almost like, because the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter energy, and Jupiter can deal with that sense of spirituality, that kind of fate and type of things. And that's why I feel like it's like this fate here is trying to move you into a different direction here. Something I feel like can maybe bring this deeper sense of fulfillment with the Knight of Cups. He's one that pursues his heart's desires. He's a very passionate knight. And that's where I feel like if we haven't been maybe pursuing these sort of like, if we've been putting maybe some like, even just like hobbies or things along those lines on the back burner, this could be starting up some stuff like that. Maybe you want to join like a sports team, maybe you want to, but it feels like it's like following your love, but something in like a group setting, like maybe joining like I don't know if this is a thing, Kevin, or maybe finding like a debate team. I've been thinking about trying to find like a Scrabble group here for a minute, or even doing something where maybe even some like sort of community thing. But I feel that I feel like it's this socializing energy, and I feel like something is going to lead this door here, or open a door for you, Capricorn. And this Emperor, I feel like, is going in this energy. That's something that resonates with you with confidence here. And let me get a little bit more on this Emperor here, Capricorn, before we move on from this. Interesting one. Oh, okay. Thank you. Alright, Capricorn. So the Emperor is clarified by the King of Wands here. And I feel like this is going to tie it together in nicely with where Venus, I feel like, is getting ready to go next. So I feel with this King of Wands here, though, there's this... I almost feel like there may be like an invitation, even for some that might be coming your way there, Capricorn. As far as like, joining some sort of group activity, or maybe someone invites you to come check out some sort of opportunity. I'm not quite sure how this may be presented to you, but I do feel that it is one where I feel like consider where things can take you here with the King of Wands, because he's one that when he does find something that he really is passionate about, he pursues it with everything he's got. And just kind of thinking too with the Emperor, because this is Aries energy, where I feel like we want to channel that high vibration of the Emperor, where we're making these decisions and moving on to something from a solid place, and not doing something impulsive in a way, as far as like trying to escape from something there, Capricorn. That's another energy that's coming through there. But overall, I like this, Capricorn. Yeah, definitely pay attention to some meetings with some people that we might have here. King of Wands, an Emperor, maybe even Knight of Cups. Who knows? Who knows? You never know who you're talking to. With the Three of Cups, that could be like a social setting. So just kind of, yeah, just bring that charm there, Capricorn. But I think I'm gonna leave that there. Strong start, Emperor, Wheel of Fortune. Alright, Capricorn. Now let's talk about Sagittarius. Because you have, well, actually, let's get some tea and then let's talk about Sag. Because you have Mercury that's getting ready to do, or that's already retrograde, and we're going through like a hybrid retrograde right now, because they're going to retrograde from your sign back into Sagittarius. And then you have Venus that's in Sagittarius. But let me start with Venus, actually, just because considering where your energies are at. Because with Venus, she's going to enter into Sagittarius on the 29th of December. And there may be a desire to bring more excitement and more new experiences in our, either like just in all aspects of our relationship, romantic, familial, friendship, maybe even business there, Capricorn. But this can even influence how you approach love and relationships, because it helps with that optimistic energy that Sagittarius does bring. This can foster a sense of hope and possibility, that maybe we can connect with someone to, maybe like a mentor or something, or maybe even if we had, for some, because with the Six of Swords can be kind of like moving on to a new, to new horizons here, but maybe we had like a rift in the past, possibly, and there may be a chance to even repair something along those lines there, Capricorn. But this also, too, is favorable for relationships that involve travel. So, and I'd like to say, the Six of Swords can be a card of travel. So, who knows, Capricorn? You might be on the move here. Again, maybe networking and seeing where things and opportunities could potentially take you there. But then we have Mercury. That's so. Mercury is going to retrograde back into Sagittarius on the 23rd of December, and then will be retrograde until the 1st of January. And I feel like this is a really nice, with where the energies are at, because Venus is moving into Sagittarius on the 29th, with Mercury retrograding up until the end of the year. Retrogrades are an energy of reflection. Big Papa Jupiter's getting ready to go direct like a couple days before that. So I feel like we're getting ready to be where this can be one of a very fruitful and abundant type of year there, because Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius specifically kind of can bring about this stronger inclination to reflect on beliefs and kind of ask these bigger questions, and like these Jupiter type questions, what is my destiny? Where do I see myself going? What do I look like in my highest vibration? Your Emperor energy there. And then getting a game plan to pursue those things there, Capricorn. But Mercury retrogrades can be a little tricky. They can lead to some wonkiness with technology. There could be delays in packages there. Actually, I had ordered a package like a couple of days before retrograde, and it got here a lot faster than I had anticipated there, Capricorn. But yeah, we just want to make sure that Yeah, we're taking like our spam folders, junk mail. Also, you may notice too, since we're talking about all this traveling energy, we do want to make sure we're double checking our travel plans and just being prepared for potential delays and changes and things. Is it's one thing for flights and things, that's a little trickier to do. But if we have somewhere that we need to drive to, or maybe we need to catch the public transit, maybe just allotting yourself a little extra time just for any sort of delays and things like that. And also too, one thing with Mercury retrogrades, because you see sometimes like I'll be serving up words out, especially during Mercury retrogrades, and miscommunications and misunderstandings may arise, and the fact that they may happen in such a blunt and honest sign of Sagittarius. It's not that we're not being honest, it's just that we're approaching conversations with a little more tact there, Capricorn. And so that's just something to think about there. And then Mercury will be back in your sign on the 13th of January, where things, get back to gearing towards that future type thinking, thinking towards accomplishments, kind of getting down to that grind, that focus type of energy. Because yours is a very focus, I feel like when you have your heart set or your sight set on something, there is that focus and then that self determination that can come through there, Capricorn. But let's get an oracle on this. Get some more energies. Ooh, look at that, Capricorn. I'm with it. Thank you. Alright, Cap. I like this card. You have the blessed day here, Capricorn. And that's what I feel like. I mean, you started out abundant there, Capricorn. And that's what I feel like with this energy here, you getting in this energy of I feel like, and it's not that you don't appreciate things, Capricorn, but I feel like it's actively getting into and being intentional with these like kind of daily affirmations, in a sense, starting off the days, thanking the universe for how abundant you are and all the abundance that is coming your way. And even when you're going to sleep, thanking the universe for everything that you received, and just getting into this state of gratitude, treating this day with opportunity, with optimism. I love that this popped up in Sagittarius energy, because there is, even in when things feel a little, and when we're in a tougher vibration there and dealing with some energies, there is a promise that things will get better, and the next day that the sun will still rise. This even gives me like a 10 of swords, but the healing aspect of that even when you hit that rock bottom sense, all is only uphill from there, Capricorn. And I feel sometimes with Capricorn energy, it is one that I feel when things are going tough, Capricorn, you are a sign that can kind of put your feelings aside in order to get to where you need to be. But we want to be careful about that leading to our detriment, because that stuff builds up and then it festers, and then it becomes this sort of like insurmountable beast if we don't allow ourselves to kind of sit with those energies every now and again and kind of process, to kind of journey within, kind of when I was talking about that union between internal type of union here, kind of integrating some of these tougher lessons and feelings that we might be going through there, and then appreciating them for the blessings that they are, because they are giving you, and I know how that may sound there, Capricorn, but these tougher experiences there, they help shape you, they help make you wiser, they help you to navigate this journey with more wisdom, to know what moves to make, and to make them with confidence, knowing that this is, even when we're in a tougher, because I'm not saying we're just pretending that everything is fine and we're just like, oh, so, being, oblivious to the plights that may be going on in your world there, Capricorn. But I do also feel that a question is, when we're find ourselves kind of stuck in a cycle, wheel of fortune energy, what has wallowing in that energy helped you in? Because I feel like it's what, we don't want to feel it to a state that it becomes this like anchor or this weight, in a sense. So I feel like just being mindful with this affirmation, you know, telling yourself uplifting things. I used to know this guy who would post like these positive affirmations all over their bathroom mirror, and I thought that was really smart. You know, you usually check yourself right before you go out there, and kind of catches your eye, and you're like, you know what, you're right, I am the best. You know, or like I am about to go raise this vibration. I'm going to go out there and do my best work there. But let's get a little bit more on this blessed day here, Capricorn. Sun energy coming through. I'm with that. Oh, and what's a little Empress too there, Capricorn? Her energy's been going out quite. And that's interesting too there, Capricorn. Alright. It's considering you got that union here, Emperor, Empress. Let's see. Oh, Two of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. So okay, so you got the Temperance card, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles. Look at all this abundance, and the Empress here. But it can be hard to see all of this abundance that you do have here, Capricorn, if we're staying in that Five of Pentacles energy, that state of lack. You know, where it's just like, gosh, you know, it's like you can have all the things. I remember there was one period of time on my journey where I had everything that I could ever want, but I was just miserable. Like there was, you know, some internal things that were going on there, and it really does paint this really dark picture on an otherwise sunshiny day. I remember sitting out on the porch one day, and it was just kind of, the sun was rising up. I was just kind of looking around, and just like viscerally just remember being just like kind of disgusted, and just like it was a very strange vibration to be in. And you know, the Temperance card is being mindful of that, paying attention to where your vibrations are at there, because I mean, you're literally Empress, Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Cups. You have, you know, thinking about, and I feel like this too, when we're thinking about this blessed day, pondering the relationships, you know, and appreciating the relationships that we do have, maybe sending out a text to those, just like, hey, just thinking about you, you know, just appreciate, you know, just things that you've done for me along the way, you know, how you've built up yourself, you know, the accomplishments that you've done up until this point there, Capricorn, because Ten of Pentacles is like that long term. I mean, we may never fully achieve our goal of what that looks like, but bet we're going to get close to it, and it's like not letting that discourage you in a sense. Let that Ten of Pentacles be a drive, because if we got everything we wanted, well, then the journey's done there, Capricorn. But, you know, this is, and the thing with this deck here too, there are two of Cups, and there are two Empresses here, and this is baby Empress. And I feel like, you know, we're just at the beginning there, Capricorn, with this abundance here. The Empress is not just about just receiving this abundance and just being beautiful. This is the energy that she's built up. And it starts with those affirmations and things, the relationships that you form, and you know, it all that energy is, you know, you staying in that blessed, abundant energy just helps that permeate throughout your world. And really, you know, and I should let me revise that what I say about the Ten of Pentacles. It's like we can always be in Ten of Pentacles there, Capricorn. It's just like I feel like it's, you know, the size of it, I feel like depends on the vibration. You know, it's like when we appreciate what we do have, then it gets bigger, and then it gets bigger, and then it's more, and it's more, and it's more, and then it spreads for you and everyone else there. But I feel it's with this Six of Pentacles here, it's where we're putting that energy into. Are we focusing on a more lower vibration, or are we operating on the higher vibration? Because that's where we're going to get next, because after the Temperance card here is your card, the Devil. And if we're operating from a lack mindset here with the Five of Pentacles, or because the Five of Pentacles can be too just going through just a rough time here to get to this energy. But again, remembering that this is not permanent there, and like the Devil is not just like that kind of toxic energy. It's that perseverance to get to this happiness here, to all of these riches that you do have in your life there, Capricorn. And again, yours is one that's a slow burn with your ruler being in Saturn, but you put in that work. Saturn can reward just as abundantly as Jupiter, and I love that you got Jupiter with their with the sign, one of the signs that they rule, Sagittarius here. So there is that. I feel like that extra touch of just being optimistic, even for the future. There, I feel like is can really do you some wonders there, Capricorn. So I think I'm gonna leave that there. That is fantastic. Now, Capricorn, let's talk about, well, let's get a little more tea, and then let's talk about Taurus. Because you got Big Papa that's finally going direct there on in Taurus, and then you have Uranus that's going to be retrograde for a little bit longer. But with Jupiter, Jupiter's going to go direct on the 30th of December, and then will be in Taurus until the 25th of May 2024. And with this is very Ten of Pentacles energy, and I love that we're in all this Earth energy, because this is, I feel like, great energy, because the end of the calendar year is normally just a time of just where we naturally go into this reflective mode anyway, but now I feel like the energies are really kind of lining up with that as well, really kind of like effortlessly kind of supporting that in a sense. And now it's just like, now I feel like it's just like really keeping that drive, relaxing, and getting a game plan for this. But when we hit that energies, it's just like, it's like bam bam, really kind of hit the ground running in a sense, and going towards this this Ten of Pentacles here, and even Ace of Pentacles there, it's the seed that we're planting. But with Jupiter and Taurus, this really encourages a steady and measured approach to achieving our goals, because Taurus energy just slowed things down just a little bit, but that doesn't mean we're not going to get this abundance. It's just like we're wanting it to stretch out, to have that long-term security. And this can bring about opportunities for financial growth and an increase in material well-being, and it's a great energy for investing, savings, and just long-term planning there, Capricorn. So, and this might be too, maybe even they're noticing there are areas that we do feel weak or insecure, and maybe even finding a teacher for that, someone to help you grow in that area. So something to think about. And then you have Uranus that's going to be retrograde until the 27th of January. And Uranus has been in Taurus since, I want to say, about 2018, and there has been a lot of changes. And Uranus helps us evolve and to get innovative and to plan towards the future, and to help free ourselves, to get this sense of freedom. And I love that he's doing this in Taurus, where sure that sudden change in things can be a little uncomfortable in the energies of Taurus, but they do get us thinking more innovatively, yes, and really helps us to get this sense of financial freedom, or like whatever areas you want to feel kind of free in a sense there, Capricorn. But this really has been encouraging us to revisit and potentially revise any sort of core beliefs, attitudes towards wealth, possessions, and what you truly value there, Capricorn. Because before COVID, everything went down, we were all about the grind there, going into work all the time. But then we found somewhere you could start working from home a little bit more. Things started to just shift in a sense. And maybe we just kind of ask ourselves these kind of bigger questions here with Uranus being in Taurus. And then, depending on where your placements are at, this is forming a trine with your sign, which trines can be very nice. Trines are kind of like this Eight of Wands energy, where it removes obstacles out of your way and the energies just flow. It's about movement when it comes with the trines energy. But now, depending on what the planets that it's forming these aspects with, can kind of affect the flavor of that, because it can be a positive energy, and ultimately it does lead to your growth there, Capricorn. But sometimes it can be a harder energy. Like Pluto is forming a trine with my moon sign, and when he first entered into, because my moon sign is on like the 0 degree of Gemini, and when he first entered into Aquarius, I'm not even kidding, almost within maybe even that day, when I was at its exact, I had a situation. It happened a lot faster than I had expected it to. It really, really did kind of catch me off guard, and I saw it going completely different. And where I did learn a lot from the situation, it was intense, and it was, yeah, it was a lot. So it's because, and I say that just because Pluto's a malefic planet, Uranus is a malefic planet as well. But thankfully, Jupiter is a benefic planet, so that kind of helps balance out. And Uranus is getting towards the tail end of Taurus, so we're about almost done with this energy there. But let's go ahead and get an oracle on this. And when I say we're over with this, keep in mind there are two Capricorns. Like when this energy moves out, it's not like things just go away. It's just, it gives us, what we learn. Each of these planets, when they go through these signs, are meant to teach us a certain lesson about how we work with our energies and how we grow from this. So, yeah, let me see what's going on with your oracles here. All right there, Capricorn. So you got the safe travel card here. This card's been going around just a little bit. But for some, I do feel that we are, we might be, again, taking some sort of like real kind of physical kind of travel there, because Temperance, Sagittarius deals with this. They're in Jupiter. They deal with travel, but where Gemini and Mercury kind of deal with that short-term travel, maybe going from like country to city, city to city, things like that. Jupiter and Sagittarius are about that culture shock, in a sense, moving from country to country or moving from continent to continent, like really extreme type of growth there, in a sense. And that's where I feel like some we may be forming maybe even some friends along the way here as we go on this travel. Maybe you're thinking about going on a sabbatical, maybe going backpacking somewhere, Capricorn, or whatever that might be looking like. But I feel like this could be a great energy for you for thinking about some travels here into your birthday season, maybe going even into the next year there, Capricorn. But I do feel too this Arctic Tern has this bird on this card has the longest migratory pattern, or the longest migratory route of any bird. And I feel like when they're doing that sort of global type of transit, they get to see different environments and they have to adapt to, from the beautiful, like maybe lush rainforest to like the arid deserts to the, calm seas to stormy seas to mountainous areas. And I feel that it is, as you're going through this journey there, Capricorn, seeing things from a higher perspective, finding the abundance in all that you experience there, and realizing that even if something didn't pan out how you planned, this was a blessed day because you learned something new about yourself and how we can adapt. Some different ideas maybe can come through in your head. These sudden inspirations. I'm kind of getting with with this Page of Swords here, and yeah, I like this, Capricorn. Let me get some tarot on this safe travel and get some details with this. This almost even gives me like a chariot type of energy in a sense, but oh, and there's one of your cards for me there, Capricorn. You got the lovely Queen of Pentacles here. Let me see what you got. Alright. So you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Five of Swords, and then the Queen of Swords here, Capricorn. And I do feel with the Two of Pentacles here that it's like I feel like we're balancing these energies a little bit differently here, Capricorn. I feel like you're getting into an energy where you're needing to experience things a little bit more, in a sense. Be amongst like with this Five of Swords energy, this like amongst like different perspectives here, like, and because I feel like, you know, on a low, like on a lower vibration, Capricorn energy can be a little rigid sometimes, and I feel like, you know, maybe even like a little bossy, and I just feel like there's this like this opening this mind up here with this Queen of Swords, and you just kind of, I don't know, it's like tapping into these different sort of resources here, these different type of it's like this exchanging of, I don't know, this is, again, I keep getting this like exchanging of energies here that's going on that that can lead, I don't know, to this new type of growth in a sense. And I'm even getting with the Queen of Pentacles here is this kind of like this knowing your worth in a sense there, Capricorn, because maybe even for some with this Five of Swords here, that we've been kind of stuck in an energy that has been maybe affecting your abundance here, and all this change and things that are happening is because we're shifting into just a new vibration, and maybe we've been even feeling a little anxious about this with the Four of Swords, knowing that there's this change that's needing to go on, but maybe we feel we don't have, again, where we're in that Five of Pentacles energy, where we felt like we don't have the resources. And one thing with the Five of Pentacles too, it's like we want to be careful about like not focusing on what you don't have, but Queen of Pentacles focusing on what you do have and how we can work with that. How can we build from that in order to get the things that we need? You know, like, okay, this, you know, it's like just those little shifts in your perspectives and things can really help you get into this efficient type of energy here with this two of with the Two of Pentacles. This is Jupiter in Capricorn, and you know that's abundance coming from your hard work there, Capricorn. So I like this, Cap. I think I'm gonna leave that there. And you guys are kind of racking up some people here, Capricorn. Now let's get into this last energy here, which is Pisces, because your ruler Saturn is in Pisces and will be there for the next few years, and then you have Neptune that's in Pisces as well. Let's get a little tea here, Cap. But with this energy, with Saturn, let's start with your ruler. Saturn will be in Pisces until the 25th of May 2025. And with this energy there, Capricorn, this really kind of helps encourage you to apply your intuitive insights more practically and make them more useful. Because, you know, the interesting thing with your sign is that, you know, Saturn took your legs and turned them into this mermaid tail. You're this mergoat, sea goat creature that's going on there. And I feel that tail there gives you this, helps you tap into that more kind of intuitive side of yourself there, Capricorn. You know, because I feel like if you had all 40 legs, you'd just be just kind of off to the races, just accomplished, you know, like, I hope that makes sense. But I feel like it's like, this gives you a chance to kind of dive into, especially him being in the fish sign of their Capricorn. You know, you can take these intuitive insights that you have, and it's just like, how do we build off of that, you know? And it's just like, maybe there are certain tools that you have, and you need certain tools from others there, in a sense like this. Again, like a lot of networking energy here, and I feel like your intuition is in this really kind of heightened sense, and you are in this more sort of like, there's a real kind of spiritual energy right now, and an energy of expansion and of growth there. So, and this is too, Capricorn, supports a more kind of structured approach towards spiritual practices and of inner growth. The Four of Swords can be a card of meditation, you know, or this could be maybe we're getting out in nature more, or doing some sort of creative thing. I feel like it's just something that I feel that, like where I was kind of going with that, you talking about your mermaid, that mermaid tail there, is that it's believing, I feel like, in something more than just a material, because you can be a materialistic sign there, Capricorn, but it's believing in something bigger in that in order to have these materials and to create these things, we have to dig into these, we have to manifest that, and we have to take these thoughts and, you know, create these things there, Capricorn. And that's where I kind of feel like this Saturn energy is trying to get you to this unlocking this kind of inner side. I mean, you started off with the plane of the spirituality, so something to think about there. And then you have Neptune, that's going to be in Pisces until the 30th March 2025. And Neptune's been in Pisces for a little while. I want to say she stays in the sign for about 14 years at a time. And there has been this change towards spirituality, because this energy leads to a greater sensitivity to to the spiritual and the metaphysical realms there, Capricorn. So really connecting with source, and is really conducive to various forms of creative endeavors, whether this be art or fashion or poetry, however that may manifest for you there, and applying those creative endeavors to help you grow and expand, and just to keep your mind, that energy, just kind of innovative in a sense, and keep it adaptable, keep it flexible. But let me get your oh, and depending on where your placements are at, this is forming a sextile with your sign, and sextiles are opportunities. And I read somewhere where it's like when it's between, like, you know, the negative sort of like water and earth energies, these are opportunities that you are creating there, Capricorn. And when it's between fire, these and air, these are opportunities that are presented to you. But I feel like you creating this energy in this Piscean energy, I feel like it's, you know, there are a lot of opportunities for you there, for connections there, for travel, for abundance. So pay attention to the signs. The Queen of Pentacles is one that is grounded and notices when these shifts are happening here, Capricorn. But let me get your last oracle card here and see what's going on with this energy. What's the last little advice here for you? Oh, so Capricorn, come on. Thank you. You got the good luck card here. Capricorn, this is a solid little birthday reading here for you. I mean, that's fantastic. You know, this is, luck is on your side. And I feel like luck is not just like when you're feeling lucky. I feel like luck is when you notice an opportunity for what it is, and then you go after it with the Emperor here, you know. Because, you know, luck, it's sort of like, I feel with this good luck. It's like you can have the $1,000,000 lottery ticket, but if we don't cash it in, then it's just a piece of paper there, Capricorn. And so I feel like this good luck is just not that you're, you know, we're not like just necessarily pushing our luck. It's just like we're looking for opportunities. You know, we're looking for things to create 10 of Pentacles. And I mean, again, you got the planet of luck, Jupiter here, that's on your side on top of this energy. This is very blessed. So let's get your last tear on this and get some and finish this reading out here, Capricorn. Yeah, that's dope. Mm-hmm. Thank you. All right, last little bit here, Capricorn. Oh, and here's wifey, Queen of Wands. So you have the, oh, and a lot of heat. You have the Three of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and then the Four of Cups here, Capricorn. And then let's switch back over. Because, you know, I feel, especially with this, the fact that you got the King and Queen of Wands here. I mean, there's a lot that's coming through with that there, Capricorn. If this is like a love situation, the King and Queen of Wands is this very kind of passionate type of energy there. And I feel that this is one where, I feel like if we're looking for love, I feel like it's, you're in a very attractive energy here with the Queen of Wands being here, and I feel like even too this King of Wands is even this, it's this attractive, confident type of air that you're walking in there, Capricorn, and I feel like that in itself, that charisma, that brings about luck there, Capricorn. I mean, not just in love, but just like in the energies that you attract, in a sense. Because the Seven of Wands here is giving me this, that's is you kind of being this magnet in a sense, and like these, like people kind of noticing this air that you have around you here, Capricorn. But I feel like it's paying attention to those signs when the universe presents this stuff to you, because in the Four of Cups, there's usually this figure that's kind of focusing on these three cups here and not realizing that there's more abundance to come. We're just kind of focused on that that, and it's just like it's like we're not seeing something fully for what it can truly bring you here, Capricorn. And I feel the Queen of Wands is one, she's so lucky and so fortunate in things is because she goes after what she wants, and she doesn't worry about how she's going to get to. She just knows that she's going to get it figured out. This is Aries energy here. And I feel with the Three of Wands, it's like, we've been maybe on a long journey here, but I feel like, things are starting to potentially turn. The cycle is shifting, how we got Three of Wands to the Wheel of Fortune, and this good luck, this abundance, these opportunities are around the corner here. But I feel like it's going to start off with getting in that blessed day energy, that sort of appreciation for the things that are around you, paying attention to the connections that you're making with that Union card there, possibly even changing these environments that you are going in and just being open to something new there. Because I feel yours is a sign, being the cardinal earth sign. You may take a little time to make a move there, Capricorn, but I feel this is one where you can still be cautious, and be practical with what you're doing. It's like taking like this calculated risk in a sense, like it's because I feel like it's one where the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. It's this kind of energy that I'm giving, but again, within reason. There's always that balance there. But I feel like you are in a spot where it's like a go big or go home there, Capricorn, and then that's really cool. And I do feel too with the Seven of Wands there. Just kind of protect the energies that can affect, or protect your energies from different sources that may affect this vibration that you're in, and just like keep boundaries. I feel like maybe a big one for you here as well, just because you did got some, you got a couple. We were talking about that. You got a couple of divine counterparts in this, Emperor, Empress, King and Queen of Wands. So yeah, just paying attention to that. And with the King and Queen of Wands, it's not that they can't have a long-term relationship, but I do feel like that just being mindful of building things on just passion, their Capricorn there, because passion, I feel like you need a little bit more than just that can go, that gets you, that's a great igniter, but I feel like just being mindful about that being like a sustaining type of force there. But it's a balance in all of this here. And I feel one more thing there, Capricorn. If we are in a relationship, I do feel that there is really embracing that Venus and Sagittarius energy, as far as like, not to say that things have gotten stagnant, but kind of spice things up a little bit there, Capricorn. I feel like you gotta do anything, super out of the box, but just like, like, hey, let's go somewhere different. Let's try something, maybe trying a different restaurant, or maybe going to like a museum if that's not something you do. Go into an art gallery, go into a concert, whatever that's like. Booking just like let's take a weekend, let's just hop on a red eye somewhere and just see where it just takes us there, Capricorn. So I like that. I feel like this has probably been, as far as like the most, like, yeah, I love your reading here, Capricorn, so I'm going to leave that there. But If you like that, Cap, or if anything resonated with you, give it a thumbs up, because this is sick. And share this, Capricorn, if you know someone who's maybe not been feeling as abundant, or been kind of stuck. Because I feel like the really kind of big wrench maybe is this Five of Pentacles there, and that's not really seeing these opportunities for what they truly are, or what's really around you there. So yeah, share this if you know someone who's been just sort of like, it maybe just needed to kind of get away. But and then subscribe there, you Wheel of Fortune, because you are abundant. Hit that bell button, get notified on all these videos each week. And then last little bit, if you have any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to the Chariot and Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans, and it's a good old time. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here. So I can get you out of here. I know, little monkey wrench there, but you have the Eight of Swords here, Capricorn, and I feel that this is what happens. When we get in our heads, when we get in that sort of lack mentality, then that keeps us stuck. That keeps us. In the Eight of Swords, there's usually this figure that has this blindfold on. There's this like wrapping that's kind of loosely wrapped around her. She's surrounded by these swords, and it's just like that. It's like this self-imposed prison in a sense. And again, I'm not saying that when we're going through hard times that we're just like getting over it, or that it's not something that doesn't affect you. But I will say it's just like being careful about getting just stuck in that for too long, and letting that lead to your detriment. It's one thing to feel it, and then you start healing it, processing, not just stuffing it to the side because it's not something you don't want to deal with. Because what happens is, then, take it from me, my sun signs in Cancer, and if you let that stuff build up, then it like all kind of fuses together, and then it becomes a trickier mess for you to kind of suss through when you allow those things to build up there. So, and they do kind of can seem like this extra mountain that you need to try to accomplish on top of all the other things that you need to do. And so, and I feel like too, just if we have a lot that we are kind of unpacking there, Capricorn, take it in strides. I feel like this is not something you want to rush all of this. Go at your own pace there. But I feel like as long as we're working towards that healing energy, so it's all gravy there, Capricorn. Now let me get your other oracle card here so I can get you out of here. Interesting. Okay, so that's interesting. So you have the Round and Round card here, Capricorn. So I feel like the fact that we're ending on this note here, as far as like getting caught up in things, just be careful about that. I feel like what we want to go round around in is abundance. We want this good luck, this blessed day, all this Empress, Wheel of Fortune energy to go around here. And if we find ourselves kind of stuck in a cycle here, it's just pausing for a second and ask ourselves, what is that? Why are we stuck in this thing? What vibrations are we in? What people are around us that may be causing this stuff here? Getting inquisitive with these energies so that we can process and understand this stuff and get that clarity. Queen of Swords that we need, and then Queen of Pentacles. Apply these different tools in order to heal this stuff, and in doing some passionate things for yourself, doing some things that uplift you. Go for a trip. Go for, get out of that environment. Queen of Wands. Go do something spontaneous, and just to break that cycle up a little bit. And I feel like too, with this Eight of Swords there, in this round around, again, keep an open mind there, Capricorn. Like, I feel like that's a really kind of big one too. Just be open to the opportunities that may come your way there, Capricorn. Because again, who knows who you might meet along this journey, but they could potentially change the game up, or you might even change the game up for someone else there, Capricorn. And people remember when you do really cool stuff for them like that. So who knows how that might look down the line. So I think I'm gonna leave that there, Cap. But you stay safe out there with all this good luck and these travels and things along those lines. Because yeah, this is a lit reading that you got here. You raise your vibration through the roof, because I mean, you are just whatever you set your mind to, Capricorn, you achieve it. You achieve it with it's amazing what your energy can do there. It's something to admire. So it is a gift, really, to Capricorn. It may not feel like it sometimes, but hindsight is 2020. So just keep that in mind, and I will catch you on the next one later.